Hi everyone, in this module we'll understand the types of queries and write some of the most used queries of MySQL. We'll also look into fundamental data types of MySQL. The topics we will be covering will be as follows. What is SQL? We'll understand what exactly is SQL. Next we'll look into the history of SQL to see how it has been developed into what it is today. Next we will see how to connect our MySQL to server. Then we learn about different types of commands we can use to interact with databases in SQL, which are DDL, DML, and DCL. Next, we will write our first MySQL command and know how to explore databases. Next, we will be creating our first table. Then we are going to add data to the table. Then we'll look into how to retrieve data from the table using select statement. Next, we will understand the various data types of MySQL. And finally, we'll look into the difference between null and not null data types. Now, what exactly is SQL? A quick internet search reveals this. Structured Query Language, or SQL, is a standard database language with which is used to create, maintain, and retrieve the relational database. Note the important concepts here. It's a language to communicate with the database. Its standard means it doesn't depend on the hardware you are running it on. You can create, maintain, and retrieve the database and its data using this language. That is the purpose anyway. Now let's look at the history of the SQL. It all started in 1972 when Edgar Cote, a researcher at IBM Research Center and a mathematician trained from Oxford, was working on relational databases. He came up with an idea of having a standard language to interact with relational databases, and started working on creating a model of the language. Then a few years later, Chamberlain and Boyce, working on IBM System Relational Database, used Edgar Cote's research and came up with SQL. That is the structured English query language to interact with databases. In 1979, there was a trademark issue with the name SQL, and the name was changed to SQL. Thank you for watching this video. In the next video, we will understand how to connect to our MySQL server, which we already installed previously.